that depression. It just makes you
that Madden soundtrack back on? Yes, sir.
There's multiple symptoms that hold you back.
Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time to the tailback. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Gurley. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Try right side here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Ready, ready. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill.
On first down, Taylor, and some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Protein spill. Don't be scared of it. Jack! Kill. Ready.
Now Taylor. 7 yards there at a first down.
I ain't felt this way in a minute.
The defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
80 weapons. Check 50. Hey, Sam off. Check 13. Go.
They'll run on first down. McAllister. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Taylor.
I got you, boy.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dickinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay
That
off.
was amazing. Like, I literally hit him, and he still threw the
They said
ball.
with a chuckle
He
they
still
called it
threw the ball.
reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Down. 8, Reed.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Mike 4, Mike 4. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
Mike 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Dickinson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch. Deuce.
Hey, Jet.
Throwing on third and long. Dickinson.
Ooh, that was a
got
nice
his man
play.
complete over the middle. That's Stanley. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's
I
a
wasn't
first
looking
down.
that way. Good
I don't
shit.
believe that this
Okay.
opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
General West.
Watch the ship.
Five.
On second down, it's Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, check. 3.
3. 218, chop. 2.
Now a give, right side, Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those
The
nerves
passes he
and not
just
let them
caught.
affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yeah, all right.
A second down throw for Vick. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Stay in that
And
man.
they work this well.
Please stay in that man.
Across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Vick. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We look cold at.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Oh.
Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set them back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction. Shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 8. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dickinson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Strip that ball.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those 3 safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book.
Let's
he
go.
read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, Orbit. Go. He's coming in.
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Dickinson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Now,
20-yard line. 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 20
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is going to do that. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. Dickinson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Fuck. Gotta get that on the sideline.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, light. Look at me. Go. Ready?
Running right, here's McAllister. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go. Bang, 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 bang. You're out. Buzz. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Dickinson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down. Dickinson looking downfield and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
You see me out here?
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another carry now for Gurley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Vic readies to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. First down, Vic. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. To try again after the sack. Vic. Wide open receiver complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run, it's Gurley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Gurley again here on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Dickinson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it? This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Go, go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
There's Vic. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. A big no-no. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
90 Wolf.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dickinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, high 7.
On 4th down, Dickinson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Vic to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being
rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vic, he's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
I'm all over you.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
56.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Vic on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, then, Red, I'm waiting on you.
These guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this. NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Ah, he got to throw power. Hell yeah.